Hello again. So it's long time that I did, and so you all. This is the YouTube channel, The Power of Your Mind with Veronica Seban. Today I would like to talk with you about the past and about your and my experience and how does affects the past and your experience, your present and your future, especially from the emotional point of views and your financial security. So just let's go. Okay, many years ago, there is happened something to me. I got bankrupt, and to me, it was truly a shame. I never couldn't accept that I got bankrupt. And I was so proud of myself because at the age of only 27 years, I was so successful as a single mom. So I have a daughter at this moment she's already 20, but at that time she was only 7 years. And not only this, but at that age, I was taking care of all my family, my parents, my mom, my dad, my brother, my daughter. So for all the family. And I still have a very strong personality. I believe always in myself. I know exactly what I want in all areas of my life. And I'm born like this. Of course, I have my shortcomings as every single human being, but globally, I I never have been struggling about what I want. Never in my life. So, and I always have been living my passion, and that's so beautiful. That's amazing. But it's not there about. I have been talking with my daughter um, about 2 days ago, and so we have been talking about the passion and how important is to living your passion and to transform your passion into your job, to monetize your passion and to can generate income. And that's what I was doing and I'm still doing, yeah. But at the time I was giving shows, so through all the Netherlands, through all the country and Belgium as well, and other countries too. Then at the same time I have opened two shops um, for women's, yes. And everything went very well, but at one certain time was arrived a crisis, an economical crisis in the Netherlands, that it was terrible. So the inflation rised up. Uh, there was not so much work at that time as well. So I was using all the methods just to come there out and to overcome the bankruptcy. I did really everything what I could at the time, but I was depending on the economy, on the environment as well. So because the buyers, they didn't had enough money, and so it means that uh, my expenses were higher than the incomes. So because of that, I got a lot of frustration, and I was really very demotivated, and I lost everything what I have built so during 10 years. And having so a daughter as a single mom, it was very, very hard. It was incredible hard. I I couldn't even imagine that ever it could happen to me. Okay, so it happened, but after the bankruptcy, emotionally, I was totally broken because I couldn't accept this situation. And at that time, I didn't know how to solve the problem, how to get out from that situation, uh, because I was alone. So I was the only one in all the family who, who was responsible for the finances, and so it was very, very hard to me to solve that problem, because you cannot count on someone also who in hard times can support and help you, or even to give you some advice, because that's so important. It's priceless when you have someone who can support you and advise you so during hard times. And that's what is happening to me. Because, and why? Because no one in my family was an entrepreneur at that time, and that's the reason why I couldn't count on them. So because everyone in my family was an employee. My mom is a nurse, my dad is an engineer, is a technical engineer. So my brother has studied um, public administration and politics. So I'm I I couldn't count on no one who could give me quality advice, because it's not only about to talk with someone, but it's to get quality advice. And emotionally, I was totally broke up. I so what happened? The consequences. They were getting worse and worse. So day after day, and my feelings, so the way how I was thinking, because I was looking for solutions, but the only one solution at the time was having more money, and I didn't. So I didn't because the economy so didn't well didn't went very well. So and I gave up. I must. So I must give up, even if I wanted to do that. And I felt like a loser, because I'm a proud woman, and I never could accept that I have lost. And not only that, but my family, they couldn't understand me. And that's the worst, because so they were used to get from me. I was giving without expecting something in return, because I had the responsibility. So I thought, okay, I'm responsible for all my family, and I did it with love, with passion from the depth of my heart. But when I have seen that I have no one at my side who could support me in the hard time, I got so frustrated and so deluded And I thought, oh my gosh, if I'm not strong enough, I'm gonna die in this situation. And what I have done, I got a lot of stress, but really a lot of stress. It has taken more than 1 year to recover myself from the psychological and emotional point of view. And what has saved me? Because if you recognize yourself in the same situation and you cannot get out from such a complicated situation, if you have got bankrupt, if you have lost your partner, if you are right now in a divorce, okay, but the question is how to heal yourself, how to get out from there, and what I did to heal so my emotions. Uh, when I thought that I will never get broken emotionally, I was wrong. Because I'm a very, very strong person, but what was the most important to me that has broken me, yeah, at that time, this moment, not anymore. And if you recognize yourself in a such situation, what could heal you? Your mindset, the way you think. And that's what I was missing at the time. I was missing a very strong mindset. And what I have lost, I could see at the time as an experience, but a very expensive experience because I lost a lot. So as I mentioned it, I have lost everything what I have built it up during 10 years, and as a single mom with a daughter, it's very hard. Why I'm sharing my experience with you, it's about storytelling, and as well that you are not the only one in this situation. That's what I want to say to you. And it's okay if you have got bankrupt. It's okay if you are in a divorce, even if it's very painful. I uh, perfectly understand you because I have been there. But the solution is to to take it as an experience, because everything what we get in our life makes our stronger than we ever have been, and that's why we get such experience so in our life. Another important thing what I want to share with you, this is extremely important for your emotional balance and to create as well financial balance. Yeah, if you emotionally are broken, if you are suffering, if you have soul pain, then remember that you cannot grow financially. Why? Because when you are suffering, you cannot focus on the right things. When you are suffering, you cannot grow, and in all areas of your life. First of all, you need to heal your emotions, but how can you heal? Starting with reading books, starting to asking for advice, or having a coach as well who could guide you and who could advise you as well what to do in such of situation. What I recommend to you is to keep it calm, to don't stress, to don't create overthinking, because overthinking creates overwhelming, and then you get sick unconsciously and you lose a lot of energy. But you have to save the energy because you need your energy, right? So you have to pay close attention to don't lose the energy, but to save it. And another thing what I have done, I was talking with many people. So, and I was going to master mindset conferences, master classes as well, leadership um, master classes in the Netherlands, but outside Netherlands as well. And it has helped me a lot. So it means that you have to be very active. So you have to get out from your comfort zone. Don't isolate yourself if you are in a such situation. Why? Because when you isolate yourself, you keep overthinking, and then you create unconsciously a lot of stress. And another tip so is to make fun, to go out, do things what you love. So don't isolate yourself, and don't be alone. Overcome or avoid the stress, avoid the overthinking. Because if you cannot change the situation, accept it is another key tip that you can use, and to overcome the stress and to heal your pain. You have to accept the situation and to looking for a solution and to create a new one if you don't have. And that's the way how I did it, how I got out from that painful and terrible situation, because it has been really a terrible situation, especially when you lose everything. So like what can you do? You can do nothing, because you depend on different factors. Yes, when it depends only on you, okay, but when we depend on the economy, okay, you cannot change a lot. Like in this time, during the pandemic time, of course we can change things, but it takes time. So it means that if you want to switch from one industry to another, then you have to acquire the skills, to master your mindset, to learn a lot of things. But if you are emotionally suffering and you are broken and you cannot grow, then this is the reason why, because you have a lot of pain, and it has happened to me as well. And I didn't knew that if I have soul pain, then I cannot grow. I was not aware about that. No one never told me that if you have soul pain, you cannot grow. Probably it could sounds crazy, or probably you could be surprised, but because I'm so strong, and I was used, and I'm still used to keep going ahead and to move forward. I was not aware of the fact, so that I need some rest. I needed to take a break, to be with myself, to dive so in my soul, in my inner, to ask myself questions. And that's how you can do as well. Dive into your inner, ask yourself some questions. What would you like to change, and why is this happen to you? Because there is always a reason, you know. Now at this time, I understand why I lost at the time everything, why God has canceled everything at that time so in my life, because He was preparing something much more bigger for me, because I meant for something um, uh, which is much more beautiful. So think think carefully about your mission. Think about your truly passion. What is your passion? And if you lose everything, just don't don't be terrified, because there is a reason. If you have lost, so it means that you have to leave everything in the past and live there, live everything there, and apply for help, so to a coach or to a medium as well, to a psychologist who could help you to get out from your painful comfort zone. And so it means that you have to change the course of your life. It means that it's high time to change your life and to go for something bigger, for something which is much more beautiful. And that's the reason what is happened to me at that time. Of course, I was so terrified, so frustrated, and so motivated. Now I'm so grateful. I am so grateful that that was happening to me, because if it didn't happen now at this time, probably I never was so a coach. Probably never I I couldn't find so another path, a better path, because this is my passion, being a coach and providing a guidance and teaching and mentoring another people, transforming their life. It's the most beautiful in my life. So I'm living my passion. I'm transforming the life of another people. And just go inside so deeply into your heart and have a look there. What is your passion? What do you truly want to create in your life? You don't have to be sad. I understand perfectly. So your feeling, your emotions, even if you are frustrated or demotivated, even if you have lost a lot in your life, but take it as a experience. You are not a loser. You have only acquired experience. That's the way how you can look at and live there and move forward. I want to thank you